Go. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I hope we're recording.
Good.
So we are working on the CAAP Task 1 peer review. And does anyone want to start, or do you want me to start? What you want to do?
I'll start.
Awesome. Get it, girl.
Okay, so I looked at Kari's paper, and I was actually surprised at the survey where you had so many positives. Even when you said more people disagree, that's still a positive number. It was like 10%, because when I looked at mine, it was like 50%. So I was like, oh, okay, well. But when we come to the content, I believe that the content was aligned to the course. The data was relevant, and I believe it was well represented throughout the paper. A strength of your task, I thought it was easy to follow, and I thought it was data driven. Like, it was easy to read. I understood where you got the data from. Didn't have any problems with that. The area of improvement that I saw, the only one was in the analysis section. It was the same as the very first section. Like, it seemed like it was just repeated. So I saw that on the outline, but I just didn't put it in there. I was like, I'm sure you know that that's the analysis. So I didn't put it in there.
Too, like,
the right thing.
Heading, like putting the heading together, but then
I was like, anybody can see that this is the analysis. So I kind of didn't put it in there, but I don't know if that's the right thing. But that was the only weakness or area of improvement that I saw. The leadership was demonstrated through the surveys, the PLT analysis. As I said before, the documents were well written, easy to follow, and I didn't notice any errors. It was well organized. It was implemented. The data was implemented seamlessly, and the headings were clearly represented. And I thought it was good.
Thank you.
So that's all I have to say.
All right, Heather, I'll do yours.
Poor thing. I'm sorry.
All right, so I said that you aligned the task content with appropriate external sources, because you used the advanced ed, and you aligned it to the North Carolina teacher working survey. I said that you demonstrated collaboration and with putting the advanced ed survey in there. You used empowerment, leadership, the facilities, resources, and time. You included a table and the invitations, so that demonstrated leadership. I put in there when I typed up your review, something that Dr. Robinson said was to add the charts to the analysis of the findings, which is what I did, which was repetitive. So I'm not sure if that's something that you should do or shouldn't do, because it's, again, the exact same data. What else did I say? The grammar and everything was good. I didn't see any errors there. Reference page was good, looked good. The only thing I said was that I kind of went off of, did you guys see the outline that he gave us?
I did.
Emailed us?
Yes.
This was a little bit different than the rubric, so I'm not sure which one we're supposed to follow. So there was like some of the headings that he had, you had in prompt 1, but they were on prompt 2 on the rubric. So I'm not sure.
See, that is where some of the pieces of unclarity, I guess, are coming from, is that when I see one portion from the outline, it feels like there's a need to go further, but then I feel like I'm going into another. And the comment that he made when it was submitted to him and graded was basically what we were talking about, was that there was a lot of information there. He said that some of the headings were in fact different. But as he read, that the content was there. So I don't know whether I go back just to change the headings based on what is uniform, or whether it is based on the content that is there. So I don't know. He gave me 100 on the task. So, but I don't know for certain if when I push it to task stream, if that will determine a grade that I don't know is what I would like.
Right.
So I will go back and adjust that just to be certain. And
I feel like if it was like if you had it in prompt 1 and it should be in prompt 2, just like cut it and put it there or leave it. I don't know, but the content was there. It just like didn't match certain headings.
I think I've done the same thing between task 2. I think I've included task 2, task 3 almost together. And then I'm going to have a hard time submitting task 3 because I'll have done these things in task 2. But I've requested some clarity and somebody to look at it, but I haven't received feedback yet. We'll see. I mean, if I have to adjust, I'll adjust.
Yeah. But anyways, the data and the graphs were all good and everything was there. I didn't see anything that was missing. The only other thing was maybe possibly in the recommendations, maybe giving just a few specific recommendations.
Okay.
Of activities. I don't know if they're looking for that. Like the one, like you had the chart and then you said on the right-hand side, I think was like what you were going to do, but maybe if you list like one activity or something geared towards each.
Something more specific.
Right. Okay. But I mean, like you said, you submitted it and he didn't say anything. So I guess that's just up to you.
Well, I probably pretty certain that if I wasn't specific in task 1, it's probably there in task 2.
There you go.
So maybe when we combined all the tasks, then everything will be maybe what it needs to be. I don't know. I hope for the best. All right, Demetria. I'm crazy about this. I do that annotated stuff, but
I'm okay with it.
Are you good with that? Good.
Yes.
When I see something, I always find it more helpful if people are looking and saying, hey, probably when we're typing or whatever, you forget certain things.
Falling asleep.
Well, it's okay. I get you. Content alignment, I said, was beautifully done. I just feel almost like we've grown up together because as we've gone from one task to whatever we're on now, it seems like you can see every little piece of growth that's going on. So I think that you're definitely emerging to the great leader that you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The strengths, your data was fantastic. Information was very relevant. There was very minor things to go into weaknesses. And on the annotate, I was trying to look to see, because I don't know how, I'm technology challenged. So I was trying to do a little share. And if you don't care, I'm going to share. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, look. I'm super stoked about it. I don't know if you have already submitted or not, but do you see up where you have the headers at the top? I think you did headers instead of the page number, because as I scroll, it still gains 1.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
So I just thought she will want to know that.
Yeah.
I would have forgotten. I would have submitted it knowing that the information was there and that you had done a really good job. But those are little tiny tidbits I thought I just wanted you to know.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You are welcome. And I put excellent content. And do you see where that the citation county is? I looked there because I thought county, is that the name of where she got it from? Or did it have?
Well, when I put it into the because what is that? That's our Title I data and the student attendance, it actually came from the data manager. So at the bottom where she printed it out, and that's what I put into the references, and that's how it cited it.
Gotcha. If I were gonna suggest, I would just put your full county.
Okay.
If it's, mine's I live in Cleveland County, so if it was Cleveland County, I put Cleveland County, comma, 2017. I think that's what I would do, but I can't be certain on that. And then I put a double citation right there. Remember, I teach English. I don't mean it. The double citation, the North Carolina report card, and then the double citation, that and the county 2017. I mean, it looks as if you have cited definitely for certain. I don't know that I wouldn't choose just one or the other.
Because one or the other. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go back.
Because if it's something that is cohesively, displayed on both pieces, I would just choose one.
Okay.
That would be, I think, where I would go with that. I don't know why these extra Heather Whites are there. Just ignore that. I did that little page because I didn't want to forget. But the chart is so nice. You just have some really great information that's there. You do something that I always forget to do, and it is where you have like North Hills and you put NH, and you begin to refer to that. I always forget that other people don't know what those little, I guess, symbols for us mean. I forget that, so I like that you do that. There was one right here. You see the table that's coming up? I wondered if that should be another, like a table 1, if that's as a part of your evidence. Yeah, hey, we do figure 1 or figure 2. I wondered if that should be there, and I may be wrong, but that's what I've been doing. So I thought that maybe that might need to be done. And you're so sweet. You put responsibilities, valued member. I would feel so honored by someone who put me on a chart as a valued member. That is beautiful. I thought responsibilities and a responsibility role. Yes, valued member. That's beautiful. I love that.
You have to appreciate them.
I know, right? I know. We just don't. You put principal as valued member also. I don't know what I would do. The candidate.
She's just there.
I'm recording. I'm sorry. I mean no disrespect. Where you have I would take your first person.
Okay.
I would put the candidate. And I think I put that just a couple of times because you see where I marked it. I tried to catch the ones so that you could go back and fix, if you wanted to fix the first person over to just, I misspelled error. And I put page number, I'm sorry. And I put you a comma right there, girl. I don't know where exactly it went to. Where are you, little comma? Oh, when it comes to leadership, comma.
Comma, yeah.
Yeah. At least you know I read. I totally read.
It's like, I like it because then I start falling asleep sometimes.
Good. Because I always fear that when I do this that people are offended. But
No, I'm not offended.
When I'm doing that, I'm reading every piece of it. I'm trying to help you.
I'm not offended. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back and fix all of that.
Good. I just get worried about things like that because people are so easily offended. I don't mean to.
Not me. I'm gonna go fix it all because usually when I put it in task string, I don't get any comments back. They like, okay, you're good. Thank you.
I need to know. I need you to tell me where it is. I don't want to have to look for it. This was another that instruction county. I thought that you might want to. Put NC instruction because that's how it was labeled. Just to make it a little bit more specific there. I will hurry. My to candidate and a punctuation add at the end of when teacher said, either use of the colon,
Okay.
something there. Let's see. And you do see that figure 1 number? I was counting and I looked at the figure.
Oh, the other one.
It's probably making you drunk. I don't mean to, but I thought that when you put the pictures up at the top that you put, there it is.
I put figure. I did.
Figure 3, and that's just that's an easy error. To label that particular figure as figure 4.
Okay.
And a punctuation add. We just did that. Figure 4. There was a comma. And then the candidate part of it.
Yeah, I will.
Let me ask you real quick, and this is a good clarity for me too. What determines whether it is a figure or whether it is an artifact? Is the artifact
I don't know.
information that is almost like paragraph form, and that when we take and copy and fix a chart, but I always assume that a figure means picture, and that artifact is just straight data.
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
You're asking the wrong person.
Because I always
I remember when the first class that we took, when we in the syllabus, there was a section that pretty much said that a graph is a figure.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I need to change that.
That would be
figure.
I don't know what an artifact. The artifacts, I've never put that in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I don't even know.
I don't put
think they do, because I do it
regularly.
every time.
If it's a table with rows and columns, I put a table. If it's a screenshot or a graph, I put figure.
Okay, I'll change it.
That's what I've been doing too. If it's straight information, like if I'm getting it from like the website and it's straight information, I put it as artifact. But I haven't put artifact in many places because it's mostly charts that they are asking us, or tables are asking us to create.
Well, I didn't create any of these. These came straight from the
North Carolina
from the website. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would put that as a figure. I think that's probably where that is.
All right.
I think I put, because should this be labeled also? I think this will be your next figure. That figure 5 or 6.
Okay. Well, that was, I guess that was, okay. All right. That was a repeat from earlier.
Gotcha.
I said that was a repeat from earlier just to reference it, so I can.
As a result, as the recommendations, is that right?
Oh, under it put figure. Yeah, that was up in the.
I see that.
Now, one thing I didn't do was I didn't put in screenshots of the teacher working condition survey. Do y'all think I should do that?
Have you already submitted it for grade?
I put it in the internship. Is that for the grade?
Was for your, I guess. I don't know. Did he grade it?
I don't know. I just put it over there just because I don't want anybody saying I didn't put it in all
I know.
places.
I'm just posting it everywhere.
So I'm not really sure.
Post it everywhere. Just put everything.
That's what I do.
Me.
Because I don't need anybody saying I didn't post. I'm posting it everywhere there's a slot. And then I got an email back and was like,
I think I'm
you don't need to
posting
put
everything in 3 places. Just for hopes.
Be safe.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have submitted it in every place that I can.
I mean, I guess I don't think it would hurt, like if you were, when you're talking about the data, if you were to take a screenshot and put it in there as a reference. I don't think it would hurt.
I don't think so.
And so those would be figures, not artifacts.
That's what I think.
That's what I think, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because it almost looks like an artifact if it's evidence that it could take the place of all things, tables and figures. Because if it's contained, I said I don't know. That's why I don't use artifacts often, because I'm just unclear on what that exactly means.
Okay.
I would center your reference and take the bold off. I mean, that's just form. That's silly stuff. Your references look really, really good. that the county, I think that I swear I think that I would probably, since it is the county, I think I would put the entire county name and that North Carolina instruction. But
Okay.
I mean, I see where it is. I think it's good stuff, and you've done perfect on the rest of it. You are, let's see, leadership definitely demonstrated, girl. You got this. I just put those small little tiny tidbits that I think only an English teacher would ever look at. That I just showed you. It's a really beautiful work. I think that you're doing really well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So what you think? Are we good?
I think
gonna
we're
stop
good
it.
as long as it's recorded.
We are still recording, so I think it's really good. What I will do is when I stop the recording, I will send each of you the link. Is this one of those things that we had to push this into that YouTube also like we did before, or no? Yes.
I think so.
Well, I don't know how to do any of that. So when we finish, is it going to send you a link that I can send out when I do my own? Like, I don't know.
Let me send you the link first, and what I will do is the YouTube thing is I think I did it once. If I can do that, I'll also send you that too. Is that fair?
So when we finish, when I do mine and I'm doing the recording and I stop it, where does the link come from?
It will come up
You'll
on
have
the
to
right
download.
of the screen.
Oh, okay.
It will ask you if you want to save it, and then I think
Okay.
save it, and then you just copy it and paste it onto that YouTube thing to make it public. Well, for us anyway.
All righty.
Good? Are we good?
Sounds good to me.
Y'all are doing fantastic. So
Y'all are too. We almost done.
we're almost done. We're almost there.
God.
If you get any kind of clarity on things and you want to always share with me, you can share it with me, because sometimes I'm just off in this other little world trying to get all these things done and combining tasks. And maybe I'm trying to get through it too quick. I don't know. But I appreciate you.
I haven't even started task 2 yet.
Well, I like the schedule because when I looked at it, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be working for the next month. But then I was like, but at the end of the semester, we're going to be okay.
Right. We're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
we've
hard.
already, from the summer, we've already written 2 tasks for that second paper. So we really so it's half done already.
That's true. One is write the reflection. Is that reflection?
Yes.
Yo, yeah. That
Mhm.
we're golden. We're golden. We're good.
Yes, I feel like once we're done with this,
We're done. Yeah.
it'll be all right.
Yeah. We're almost there, girls. So
Yeah.
we are next Thursday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And 7
For task.
o'clock. Not 6 o'clock, Heather. Not 6 o'clock. Well, I will see y'all, I guess, Tuesday. And then again
Yes.
Thursday. All right?
Yes.
All right, girls. I'll see y'all then.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
thank you.
y'all.
Bye. Y'all have a good week. Rest of the week.
You
You
too.
too. Bye.